How do you know you're in love?
Should we wait for love to find us?
Can you force yourself to stop loving someone?
How do you overcome your fear of vulnerability?
Are you capable of loving more than one person at a time?
Should we keep secrets from those we love?
Are we foolish to believe in love?
I wrote you a song.
You did.
Yeah.
Can I hear it?
Oh, yeah, of course. You make me laugh, you make me smile, you make my head spin so wild. You make me want to dance all night. You're the sunshine to my light. I remember when I first saw you, and I said boo. I mean, not like that, like you could be my boo. But you know, it's all good, cause we're just kids in the neighborhood, ho.
That was good. Maybe next time leave out the ho.
Sorry. I love you.
You do? Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Woo! I am so exhausted. Well, wake up. Did you feel that?
Yep. And now we're gonna drink it.
Okay.
I can't believe you didn't get that guy's number.
What guy?
Effie's friend.
You don't even know his name, and you want me to get with him.
Victor. He was completely in love with you.
I didn't even talk to him. He is not in love with me.
He so was. Every time you went into another room, he followed you like a little puppy, begging for your attention. He hardly ever looked at anyone else.
Don't you think that's kind of creepy? What if he's a stalker? Or a serial rapist or something?
He wanted to be with you.
Yeah, wanting to be with me and in me are two different things.
What's so wrong with him? He's cute. He kind of looks like that kid Riley got a crush on in second grade.
Oh my God, Riley! I only liked him for his Boy Scout uniform.
Oh, what a coincidence. Victor's in the Coast Guard.
Carla, stop!
Haven't you heard of love at first sight?
Are we seriously going over this again?
Going over what again?
You would not shut up about love at first sight when you were screwing that guy you met at the park. We talked about it all the time.
Then yes, we're seriously going over this again because Jeff is a perfect example and we fell in love instantly.
You fell in bed instantly.
Oh, what? We were in love. Am I not allowed to fuck someone I love?
No, I don't judge who you spread your legs for. All I'm saying is it wasn't a long relationship for someone who was supposedly in love.
You're tweets. It was meaningful and I learned a lot from him.
You learned you liked anal.
Yes, I did. And I really miss being with him too.
You miss his tongue on your clip. Buy yourself a new vibrator and see how much you miss Jeffrey.
Very funny. Maybe I just understand that life is short and doesn't last forever, so have some fun.
Why do you want something meaningful?
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's how I feel.
So you feel that my relationships don't mean anything?
I didn't say that.
And that's what you meant. The value of my relationships aren't determined by your beliefs. Just because you're picky and shallow doesn't mean that I have to be too.
I am not picky or shallow.
You never even give anyone a chance.
I don't have to. I know what I like, and if it feels right, I'll go for it. Until then, I'm perfectly content with my life the way it is.
Okay then. I'm sorry for calling you picky and shallow, I guess. I'll have to agree to disagree on love.
Yes. I'm sorry for minimizing you. Do you agree to stop trying to set me up?
Only if you admit Victor's in love with you.
What do you mean?
Huh?
When you say the word love?
Love isn't a word.
Yes, it is. You just said it. It's a word.
No, it's a feeling.
Okay, you're right, and feelings aren't under our control and they change constantly, so what am I supposed to feel? What am I supposed to say when you tell me you love me? One of you has an attractive calling. Your marriage is on the back burner. If you're not careful, it will start to stick to that pot, and if no one stirs it, it'll burn. And once it's burnt, no one really wants to eat it. You can pick at it, salvage it, but it'll take a lot of patience and dedication, and even if you have all that, there might not be enough left in the relationship to satisfy your hunger. Like I said, an attractive colleague. Over time, conversations grow and linger and intimacy. You become confidants, develop a routine, and without realizing it, you've fallen in love. So one day, someone holds a gaze or lets a touch linger a little too long. Well, you panic. You try to ignore it, hope it goes away, but it doesn't. So you talk about it like mature, responsible adults and decide you're not going to act on your desires. Well, the relationship doesn't change at all. You just start rationalizing your behavior to combat the impending guilt for what you know you're going to do. It's kind of like jumping into a lake for the first time. You don't know how deep it is or what's in it. So it's kind of scary. But you jumped anyways. So that guilt, it falls to the wayside, and you've never been happier. You've found someone who hangs on to your every word, whose eyes light up each time they looked at you. Someone who pays attention to your needs, makes you feel important, heard. Someone who makes you feel wanted. You're so content with the way things are. Neither of you are thinking of the future. You just want to be present and enjoy each other, so you do. Sort of. You have to lie to everyone around you. Eventually, you feel emotionally alienated from your friends, your family. You're both living two lives now. The only time you feel at ease and understood is when you're together. Is when you're cheating. Because when you're apart, you think. And if you think long enough, you'll start to see right through yourself. Because reality, it hits you. And it hurts. It hurts so badly, the only way to get through it is to stop thinking, but to keep going. But the further you go, the more you can see how much of your identity, your sense of self, is dependent on this relationship. I mean, damn near all of it. You both know something's gotta give. You gotta make a decision. One that's best for everyone involved. End the affair. He won't give up his reputation, his status, for happiness. That's not what men are taught. Or ride your high until the wheels come off. When it all falls apart, he gets to go home to his wife, and she will forgive him. He can spend the rest of his life scraping and picking at that pot, but you still go home to nothing, and you're sitting there left wondering how the hell you go from being his whole world to being less than those few burnt crumbs. In spite of all that, you both know you're addicted to each other. That relationship. That codependent identity. It's an obsession. It's a ritual. And without all that, you're empty. You're nothing. But when you both know, you'd wake up every morning and choose each other, even if it tears you up inside. That. It's such an awful thing to put your heart and being in a place that's temporary. Because once it ceases to exist, so do you.
You're afraid of something.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Well, why don't you trust me?
That's not what we were talking about. I never said I didn't trust you. We were talking about love. What is love?
You don't trust me. You're afraid of being hurt.
Maybe I don't trust myself.
Whitney! Whitney!
Hey. How you been?
Fine. Busy.
With what?
Oh, work. Hobbies.
Okay. Okay. So then, maybe you want to go out? Grab a drink? Meet someone?
You already know the answer to that. Can't believe you even asked.
Come on, Wade. Just move on already.
What?
Don't you think it's been long enough?
Thought I was gonna spend the rest of my life with someone. Now I'm not.
You know it's hard, Wade, but it's been 3 years.
I'm well aware of that, Cheryl.
Are you? Because you're acting like he died or something. It's like Todd all over again. You took too long to do it.
Okay, first of all, fuck you for bringing that up. It was 10 years ago. Second, he was my first love, and you know what, we're not even talking about this anymore.
All right, fine. Back to Mark. You two got divorced because you fought all the time. This is a good thing.
Arguing didn't bother me. I thought it was our thing. We'd fight, have incredible makeup sex. Sounds stupid, but it worked for us.
Obviously not, or you two wouldn't have gotten divorced. You need to let go of this. This is saving you years of your life of being miserable.
Didn't waste a single second of my life with Mark.
Why are you clinging so fucking hard to this?
Because it wasn't my choice, Cheryl. We did argue and we did fight, and it did work for us. It worked for a very long time, and then all of a sudden it didn't. Mark stopped fighting. He stopped fucking. He stopped caring. It's like he woke up one morning and decided he didn't love me anymore.
Look, I'm sorry you went through that, but you're right. Mark doesn't love you anymore. He got married last weekend.
Fucking kidding me?
No. And you're not going to spend another 3 years fixating on this.
Did you know they were getting married?
say anything because I didn't want you to do anything stupid.
You know what? I'm not even mad. If he's truly happy with Corinne, great. Happy for them, I really am. But that doesn't mean that I'm not also heartbroken about it. I truly loved my husband. And I wish I knew what happened. But I probably never will. I'm happy for him.
Fuck. Wait, I don't know what to say.
Saying that is a hell of a lot more helpful than the cookie cutter bullshit. And I know you mean well. But can you please stop trying to get me to date? I'm not ready.
Not with that hair, you're not.
But fine.
Can we still go grab a drink?
Some bear shit in the woods.
Duh.
I love you. To be honest, I don't know what that means. I don't think anyone really does. They try to make up rules to define it, but you can't. And I can't promise you anything. Who knows what will happen from one moment to the next. But I'm feeling something beautiful here. And I don't want to let fear get in the way of me sharing that with you.
Thank you. I love you.